let's have a real conversation here. Right, so I've had a few people coming on some of my videos who are vegans and giving me abuse, basically. And they're, I welcome opinions because I'm an opinion person myself, right? But the thing is, I eat meat. I have always ate meat. I was brought up in a normal family that cooked normal meals. I'm from the northeast of England, and in the northeast of England, I grew up in the 80s, and we were always brought up on meat, veg, meat pies, getting meat from the butchers. Like, loads of times I would go, like, when I was young, even into the butchers with my dad, and where he'd be buying, like, all different meats from the butcher, and it's just what we have always been people, human beings, that eat meat. And just because I eat meat doesn't mean I don't care about animals. So for people to be coming on my videos and saying to me that I should try more plants, no. Plants are the reason that I ended up with the problems that I had. A plant-based lifestyle, which was what I used to think was really healthy for you and really good for you, made me ill. Made me really, really ill. I've had, like, people come on and say, why don't you try alternative to meats? Why don't you, you've had sugar addictions, so you've turned to sugar. Instead of, like, cutting sugar out completely, why don't you just reduce your sugar content so you don't have to eat animals? I've had people commenting saying they've been a vegan, they've been a vegetarian for years and years and years and years and years and years. They're really healthy. And stuff like that. But the thing is, at the end of the day, the quality of the vegetables and the quality of, let's say, salad items are really poor now. When I was growing up, they probably were really good quality. They weren't sprayed with the pesticides as much and stuff like that. Like, both my granddads and my dad grew their own vegetables. My granddad, both my granddads, in their back garden would have grew their own vegetables. Would have grew cabbages, would have grew the peas, the pea pods. They would have grew, like, what you call it, like turnips. They would have grew carrots. They would have grew their own potatoes, which they were really nice because they were grew. I think if you want to have vegetables in your lifestyle, then you really need to grow your own, because the quality in the produce that's coming through the supermarkets, the shops, and this, that, and the other, they're sprayed with all sorts of chemicals. They're nowhere near like they used to be. They're nowhere near like they used to be years ago, and they're really not good. And so I know personally, like, I can't eat vegetables no more, because when I eat vegetables and when I eat anything plant-based, I am in agony with my stomach. I get really, really bad pains in my stomach. And I mean bad pains where I'm laying on the sofa with a hot water bottle for hours, and I have to take painkillers, and I'm doubled up in pain. And I've been like that for quite a few years now. Especially since I had my gallbladder out, it was even worse. But I've always ate meat. I've always ate meat. Even when I ate salads, I would eat chicken on the salad. I would eat ham on the salad. So it's very unfair for vegans to come onto my videos and feel like they have the God-given right to tell me that I shouldn't eat meat and that I should eat plants. Well, how about no? How about no? How about you eat your plants? How about you continue to, if you want to put plants and plants and plants in your body, and if you want to eat vegetables and you don't want to eat meat, that's fine. I am, I salute you. But the thing is, don't make other people feel bad for eating meat. And I love animals. I love animals, but it's always been this way. It's always been this way, even going back to like when people, years, like hundreds and centuries ago, when cavemen in the, cave women, cavemen, dinosaur days, they would have hunted for, and they would have got the meat. It's always been this way. And so, but if I had to go out there myself and kill the animal, there's absolutely no way I would do that. Absolutely no way I would do that. But it's supplied for us. It's in the shops. I personally would rather go to a butcher because I know that the quality of the meat is better. And the animals have been treated better as well, by the way. And the thing is, at the end of the day, it's not very nice to make someone else feel that way. And just because we eat meat doesn't mean to say we don't care about the animals that we're eating at all. Of course it doesn't mean that. But the thing is, like, consumption of just plants and just vegetables. And I see people, the substitutes that they're buying when they're vegan and that is full of chemicals. And full of things that's really bad. And it's processed. That's worse for you. But leave me alone to follow the lifestyle that I'm doing, because whether I'm carnivore lifestyle and I'm eating just meat and eggs, right? Or whether I am eating a normal diet, I'm still going to eat meat. I'm not going to be a vegetarian. I'm not going to be a vegan. And it's been brainwashed into people to think meat's not good for you, and it's wrong to eat meat, and it's good to eat plants. Think to yourself, why? Why they push that out? Maybe think that. But I am absolutely welcome to anyone having an opinion, commenting on my videos, but I'm just saying, if all you feel the need to come on my videos and tell me about, I don't care about the animals, I don't like people who eat meat. Imagine if I turned around and said, I don't like you because of the lifestyle you're living, when I don't even know you. We know that animals get slaughtered for us to eat meat. And it is sad. And I have, like, many a times felt really sorry for these animals. And because I am an animal lover. I love animals. I love animals. And if I had to do it myself, I wouldn't be eating meat, because there's no way I could do it. And I wouldn't even like to see it or anything. But it's there, and so we've always consumed it. But just stop with the judgmental. Just don't judge people. Why are you judging people? Concentrate on yourself. And by one person deciding, no, I'll not eat meat no more, it's not going to change. It's always going to be available. It always has been, and it always will be. You concentrate on you. I will concentrate on me, and don't judge. Don't judge people. You don't know.